Hello everyone, I'm Chetan. So this video is about embedded system internship powered by MRC. Um, so these are the contents which I'm going to be explaining about in this video. So the first one is the overview of the project. So this internship started with C programming and later developed into embedded interfacing with microcontroller. Project chosen was to develop the code of microwave oven, starting with microcontroller basis in board peripherals, interfacing with an actual board. The basic modes of this oven coded and later assembling it together, leading to a fully functionable microwave oven code is obtained, which can be ready for practical application. So in this introduction, interfacing and simulating of common uh, used microwave oven. So PIC 16F877A microcontroller is used in this project, and coding is done with the use of MPLAPX IDE, XE8 compiler, and PixSimLab microwave oven simulator with functionalities. Displaying of power on message 16 into 4 calculated display is used, and different modes at the display to use are micro mode, grill mode, and conventional mode. The three modes in micro oven. Micro mode. So this is the first mode in microwave. If we press micro mode in the first step, the display powers 800W. The next user is asked to enter the minutes and seconds of micro mode operation. We have two options, either to clear time or entry. If enter is pressed, the timer goes down and the fan starts rotating. It, in this screen, three modes are available. First one, start resume operation is continued. So the second one, pause. The timer is disabled as fan is stopped. Next, third one, stop. Timer and fan is stopped with buzzer sound displaying time up message. So these are the basic modes which the display is gonna display. So the second mode is grill mode. The operation of grill is similar to micro mode, just the action is different. It is used for grilling food and micro for heating food. Next, third mode is conventional mode. When the user presses the conventional mode, temperature input screen is displayed. After entering the temperature, it will enter the preheating stage. So when preheating is done, the user is asked to enter the time for conventional mode. So the fourth mode is the quick mode. In this mode, the user will update with 30 seconds, and if he presses the quick mode to increase the second, the user need to press start button. So these are the some display modes of preheating. When the door of an oven is open, the respective operation must be paused, and we pause the fan to get the feel of the oven, and beeping sound is heard. This message is displayed to close the door. After cooking, we need to know the status of. We turn on the buzzer. Components and tools, and this is a tool which we need to program our basic microwave project. PixMLab. So this is the main interface of a PixMLab. PIC16F BX87A77A microcontroller. So this is the basic interface of the microcontroller which we are using uh, to BX16877A microcontroller. BX16F877A architecture. By reading the datasheet, we got to know that there are 5 ports. You need a schematic of a target port to know which pins are connected to which pin. A schematic is a document which provides information about the physical connection on the hardware. From the schematic, we come to know the LEDs are connected to the port P and port D. Port is a peripheral, and we need to know that how to access and address. This information will be available on a datasheet in port P, port D, and data memory section. From the section of port P, it is clear that is one more register associated with the name TRISUB. The TRISUB register is very important for an I/O configuration. The value put in the register would decide pin direction. Simplest device to use in most on the embedded application as feedback. Works just like diodes. Low energy consumption, long life, small size, faster switching, makes it unstable, makes it usable in wide application field like home lighting, remote control, surveillance, display, and many more. Peripherals. So these are the peripherals: LEDs, tactical switches, matrix keypad, timer, interrupt, and clock. LED circuit design. So this is the design of an LED circuit which we are using in our project. Tactical switches. They are regular switches. The basic switch action is performed. When the key is pressed, the output should go high. When the key is released, the output goes low. So this is the basic function of the tactical switches. There are two types of switches. They are leveling triggering and level trigger and edge triggered. So these are the main. This is a diagram where how tactical switches are used. This is a matrix keypad. Basic keypad working. And this is a diagram where how tactical switches works. The matrix keypad. So this is the basic keypad working. To implement, we connect the switches, which are 3x3 matrix form. We connected from a row and column 3 input for rows and 3 for columns. Fourth one is interrupt. An interrupt is a communication process set up with the microprocessor or a microcontroller in which an internal and or external device requests the MPU to stop the process. The MPU acknowledges the request, attend to request, goes back to the processing where it is interrupted. Interrupt service routine. So similar to subroutine, attends to request for an interrupting source, clear the interrupt flag, should save trigger content that may affect by the code on ISR must be terminated with instructions RETFIE, ret free. When an interrupt occurs, the MPU completes the instruction being executed. Global interrupt enable place the address from the program counter on the stack. So this is the main flow chart of interrupt division. Timer. So the resolution is the register width, thick, the tick, up count or down count, quantum system clock setting, scaling, pre and post, pre or post, modes, counter, PWM or pulse width modulation or pulse generator, PW or PP measurement, etc. Required time access count no quant 200 nanoseconds, TMR6, total text 250, scale 1:1, required time quant into total text into scale into count. So count is equal to required time divided by quant into total text into scale. So this is the main formula to calculate the count and the required time. So clock display, most commonly used to ASCII characters, communication mode, 8-bit mode, 4-bit mode. This is how a clock display look like. It has 8 pins for input data. It has enable pins and disable pins. It has a contrast control pins, VDD, VSS, read write pins. RS pin is very important here, as choosing whether the data input is instructed or a data is printed. So this is how we set up. This is the module C, the setup of our programming. Main C, main H, module H. So the programming part will be explained by Manjunath in the next video. In MPLab, we create our project by setting the PIC16F877A microcontroller and given the file name. The file will be created. We have source file, header file, section, and many more. We code our main code in source file section with C execution, and header we include in header section with H execution. After the coding is done, we build the code. If there is an error, we need to correct the error and rebuild. Now open Pixelab. Select the board as microcontroller. Within this board and choose our microcontroller. We need to load hex file generated by build operation and we can see the output on the board. Thank you.